So what does this mean for people this cycle? As I have said in prior videos, the earlier, the better. What is up, fam? It is Shar, and welcome to Long Living Color, where I provide quick tips and experiences on the law school process and legal field as a person of color. Every year around this time of year, law schools will update their medians and their 25ths and their 75ths in regards to the last cycle and what the next cycle should expect. So, I probably have talked about this in prior videos, most likely have, but every law school has what they call a median number, which is a good amount of people who have that score, have that GPA, can get into the school. And so with these updates, pretty much it lets you know if those medians increased or if they decreased. And this year, what it's looking like is a good amount of schools have increased, probably about a point to 2 points, up to 3 points or 4 points, on the LSAT for what they are accepting, and like 0.42 increase or no increase when it comes to GPA. Sidebar, what I mean by medians and 75th and 25th, I hope you guys are getting me here, but just for an example, let's say law school X, right? And law school X 25th percentile is a 152, and their median is a 154, and their 75th is a 157. Okay, so 152, 154, 157. Because of the prior cycle and so many people doing really well on the LSAT, these have increased. So, as I have said, the medians in like just a few seconds ago, what happened is if I say the median went up +4, it means it went up +4 points. So in case of this example, school X, with a 152 25th and a 154 median and a 157 75th, if I say +4 on the 75th, that means that there's a 161 is now the 75th percentile. If I say a +2 for the median, that means now a 156 is the median. And if I say a +3 for the 25th, that means a 155 is for the 25th percentile. In the description below, have attached a link by Spivey Consulting, and they have a Excel spreadsheet that is updated as time goes and as these schools release their new medians, and it'll give you pretty much every single school and their new median for this upcoming cycle. So I had a few things to say about this news and to kind of, I guess, give some words of comfort for those that are applying this upcoming cycle. First things first, please do not look at these numbers or hear me talk about these numbers and get petrified. These medians and the increased medians for these schools will not stay like this, mainly because LSAT has announced to people that they're going to be more stringent on your score distribution. This past cycle has made it very difficult for this current cycle. The reason being is because so many people did well on the LSAT. I talked about this in a prior video, so you can check that out. But mainly LSAT said, hey, we're gonna make this test harder again. And so even though I don't think it was easier, but whatever the case may be, they're gonna make it harder, which means, as I said in prior video, LSAT is adding that experimental section back. That's part of making things more difficult. As far as GPAs are concerned, honestly, there's not too much of a trend upward with GPAs. You're gonna see a little bit of an increase when it comes to these schools' medians on GPA. But honestly, I feel like that may be attributed to the fact that a lot of schools were more lenient for grading because of COVID. There were more pass and fail options for classes. However, I don't think that was a significant bump into what schools are seeing as a GPA. So what does this mean for people this cycle? As I have said in prior videos, the earlier, the better. Basically, in the beginning, the law school is going to try to hit those scores that they said that they've gotten from the prior year. So if their median was a 154 and it increased to a 157, they're gonna want to accept people that got 157 and up really early on. And then after that, they're gonna start to look at the applicants that are not hitting those, which may be more rather than less. So it could cause your medians to go down, which it most likely will, again, because the LSAT score distribution is going to be adjusted for this cycle. I will say that because of the increases in the medians for the LSAT is probably more weighted this cycle, so you're going to want to do really, really well on the LSAT. And when I say more weighted, I mean it's going to be more weighted than your GPA. So if you have a higher GPA, I still wouldn't count your LSAT score out. I would still try to do your very best on the LSAT. Maybe in prior years, you could rely a little bit more on your GPA, even though the LSAT is something that has always been pretty weighted when it comes to law school. But I feel like this cycle may be a little bit more weighted because of the increase in medians for these schools. As far as class sizes go, I do feel like schools are going to get back down to what they were before this prior cycle. This prior cycle ended up with a lot of over enrollment, so there's going to be bigger class sizes for the class of 2023, but I feel like that's going to come back down for classes of 2024 and up. So as far as class sizes are concerned, I wouldn't be too worried about that. However, I don't know what the job market is going to look like, so don't ask me about that. I don't know. It's way too early to tell. There's so many things that just still have to be figured out. So what about the Delta variant? Is that going to shut stuff back down? We don't know. I highly doubt that it will. A lot of schools are taking the action of making students become vaccinated in order to even attend or to show up in class. So you could still attend, but they won't allow you to show up in class. You have to do things virtually. So a lot of schools are taking that position. But as far as whether things will be shut down again, I mean, I honestly don't think they will be. The way that COVID was handled when it first came wasn't handled correctly, so I don't think they're going to handle it correctly now. So I don't think they're going to shut the country down. I do think we'll still be able to be in person with a lot of things. I really just wanted to do this video to just give y'all an update. Some people don't know when medians are released or if medians change, and they do. They change almost every year. Most of the time, not very significantly, but we do see some significant changes this year, hence why I wanted to talk about it. And I just wanted to give y'all some law school news because that's what I'm here for. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, a life update. I will be going to Arizona next week, so I will not be able to drop a video, but I will do my best to drop one the following week. I have dropped a video on TikTok for y'all to view, an LSAT problem. I know I haven't, but I have this time. So please check that out. It's a logical reasoning problem. Very quick, I wouldn't say simple, but very quick explanation. If you have any questions about that, you can hit me up on my TikTok. If you have any questions about this video, any questions at all, please comment down below or hit me on my socials as always. I do not have a quote for this video. Typically on the off the top videos, I do not have one, but I will say, y'all, please keep going. Please keep pushing. We need more people of color in law, and just do y'all's thing, okay? Peace, guys.